So will there ever be consequences for China? Or are they just going to get away with what they've done to the world? Joining us now with his reaction is co-chairman for the Center for American Security at America First Policy Institute and former National Security Advisor to Vice President Pence, General Keith Kellogg. General, watching that last night, China is laughing at us right now, aren't they?
Yeah, first, Natalie, thanks for having me. And let me just go right to the point on coronavirus, which actually started in Wuhan, China. So it was the China virus coming forward. Look, he missed a huge opportunity last night, meaning President Biden. He did not credit President Trump or the previous administration on what they did for warp speed. Warp speed brought us in record time, in less than a year, two vaccines, the Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine, that had efficacy levels of 94 and 95%, mean effectiveness levels. That was unheard of. And he gave no credit to the president for doing that, which was just stunning to me. I mean, when we had the first emergency use authorization for the Pfizer vaccine, which came on a Friday, I got my first vaccination on the following Tuesday. We had Operation Tiberius, which was a software program that had us target the vaccinations down to the 5-digit zip codes of every single location that the governors wanted it to go to. So we had those shots going out within the first 4 days. On Inauguration Day, we had a million vaccinations going into arms, which was stunning. And here's the problem I had last night. He didn't go back and say where this actually came from. It actually came out of China. That's where the disease actually started from. And if he really wanted to make a statement last night, what he should have done, and which he did not do, is he had an opportunity inside that chamber, with everybody inside that chamber vaccinated, to say, everybody take your mask off. Can you imagine what would have happened to the world, to the nation, if he had told everybody that day, let's start making the change right now, and he didn't do it? I thought he missed a huge opportunity to do something for the nation, something good, besides crediting what the previous administration had done. And let me just shift a little bit further, because when we talked about China, the other big miss he had last night was on immigration. We had the immigration problem pretty well in hand with the border wall and the work we do with President Obrador of Mexico, with the Remain in Mexico program. He canceled both those. And the reason you're seeing this huge influx of illegal migrants coming forward, illegal migrants coming forward, is because he let that go. You know, I remember Barbara Jordan years and years ago, a Democrat from Texas, when she said, let's follow the rule of law. An illegal immigrant is illegal. Come through the process legally. Look, I'll be very honest with you. My daughter-in-law is a South African. She just became a naturalized citizen. She did it the right way. Came into this nation, followed the procedures, had a green card, and finally was naturalized, actually in the vice president's ceremonial office in the last few months of his term.
Congratulations to her, because that's a big message that's missed here. It's like the people that want to come to America, that do it the right way, they're looking and seeing all of these lawbreakers, which is what they are. They don't have to follow CDC guidelines. They can just come across the country, get free education for their kids, free health care, free housing. It's like, what message does that send to the rest of the world? If you break laws in America, we'll just give you free everything?
Yep, it's a free pass. And the other thing, by the way, last night he missed was Afghanistan. He made a huge mistake on Afghanistan. We set in motion to have everybody out of Afghanistan, the American soldiers, by 1 May. That's just coming up. He moved that to 11 September. Huge mistake that's out there. We had the process in place, and he missed it. So everything that happens after 1 May, it's on his watch, because we had that whole process set, locked down, ready to go. So those were the three big areas I think he missed last night.
You're so right to say that, because so many people are talking about Biden getting credit for pulling us out of Afghanistan, but it's not. For optics, he actually delayed pulling the troops out of Afghanistan. And it's like, this is just optics. President Trump had a plan in place. You all had actually put that plan in place. So why is he doing that? Just so, again, he can't give President Trump the credit where credit is due?
I think that's part of it. I think He was afraid what was going to happen out there, and we had the plan set in place. We drove it down to 2,500 troops left in country going there. There was an original plan to have everybody out by Inauguration Day, and we said, no, that is not responsible. But we set an agreement with the Taliban, a signed agreement with the Taliban, that everybody would be out by the 1st of May. People forget the Talibans are Afghans. They're not, the people that are foreigners are us, and we've been nation building for the last 19 years. That's a mistake. That's not what the American military was designed to do. It was designed to fight and win our nation's wars.
It's so sad to see what's happening to this country. You all had put America first. When you talk about our allies, making them pay their fair share, we're not seeing any of this now. Now we're just going to send more money to Guatemala and these other countries without getting anything in return. They're putting America last, and everybody's laughing at us. Our enemies are laughing at us. Our allies are scared because America, when he says America's back, he's right. America's in the back now. China, Russia, everybody else is going to be taking advantage of America. We're going to be the suckers again, and that's on Joe Biden. Thank you, General, for coming on to talk about it, and thank you for your work, because Operation Warp Speed especially, we're all living the positive effects of your administration, so God bless you for that.
Thanks, Natalie. Thanks for having me.